one round ahead. Had full health. The character that he was playing against had like 20% health left. He dropped a combo and went from 100% to 20% in like 15 seconds, and then died.
That's life. Dropping the ball. 1-2. Yo. If you went from 100% to 20% from your own volition,
Mr. Goon, check the mic.
Tight. Brah. That's some sick shit, bruh. Cool shit.
Loud and brown. Mic check.
This is the mic check for Loud and Brown, saltTier podcast number 44.
Yes. Yes. Kit Kat, kitty cat, Kit Kats. Green tea Kit Kats. Green tea Kit Kats. Green tea.
do you like green tea?
Green tea Kit
You like
Kats.
green tea
Can
Kit
you turn
Kats?
on my headphones just a little bit?
Turn you up, actually.
Green tea Kit Kats.
You're
Green
fucking
tea.
deaf.
Sobe green tea. Arizona green tea with ginseng. Ginseng green tea.
Whoa, what's happening? Is it your pops?
Pots are off.
Geralt of Rivera. Geralt of Rivera. Geralt of Rivera.
Hold up.
Y'all doing? I'm dead. Y'all doing? I'm dead.
Is it streaming?
Yeah, it's
it's
fucking.
weird.
Has everybody shared their podcast like an STD?
Nope.
Not yet.
No,
I'm
I'm
waiting
trying
for
to
it to
keep
pop
my
up here.
stids under control.
Breaking news: Andrew Von Shady confirmed to be a member of the Nine Trey Bloods.
Oh, whoops. Thank you, 6ix9ine.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi.
Soft boy bloods.
He actually is the epitome of soft boy bloods. That's weird.
Yo, if he goes to prison though, he's not gonna survive.
No,
That
he's
man's-
about to get his
that man's
ass
snitched.
raped.
Destroyed.
He gonna die. He gonna die.
They'll stick him in the fucking SNY and they'll leave him alone.
They won't leave him alone. He's about to get his ass raped.
They're gonna
He-
stick him in the special needs yard with the rest of the fucking snitches.
Special
and child
needs.
molesters.
He better hope to God he's going to a minimum security prison. Otherwise, he's destroyed.
They're gonna stick him in with the pedophiles and the rest of the snitches, and they'll leave him alone. That's the way it works.
Whatever happened to the days of the Shark Tank,
He's
man?
not going into fucking Gen Pop. It's just
Gen Pop, he about to get fucked up.
he would not
Anyway,
The booty hole ripped up like a fucking lead pipe.
anyway,
Anyways,
Be real.
don't go to fucking jail. It's terrible.
yeah, don't do crimes.
Crime's
Well,
terrible.
jail's okay.
If you do
It's
crimes,
prison,
you're
gotta
probably going to jail.
don't be Tekashi 6ix9ine.
If you break the law, you break the jaw.
It's
Oh shit. Anyways, how you feeling, Derek?
I think I'm all queued up.
Are you cutie?
Yeah, is
Are you
London all
cutie,
good?
cutie? London, are you good?
London,
London.
this is
London.
your last. This is
damn
your
it.
last fucking chance. Otherwise, we'll
Fucking
replace you with a new intern.
This goddamn intern. Anyways,
Replacing London with Paris.
Yeah.
Paris with a Y.
Oh.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we're ready to go, gentlemen. Paris, or sorry, London, you aren't a choice anymore. Oh my God, Derek's gonna throw up.
We're good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in 5, 4, 3.
Maniacs, congratulations. You made it all the way to episode 44 of the saltTier podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are coming to you from Studio 212 here in South Lake Union, Seattle, Washington, home of the Soundcasting Network and their very own video game podcast where your argument is invalid. Thank you very kindly. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at salt_tier_pod and on Facebook at just saltTier podcast and YouTube at saltTier podcast.
I didn't know we had a YouTube account.
We do now. Just
I
5 whole
saw
episodes.
our VODs on there. Like, what the fuck? Who did
Yeah,
this?
I mean, some people don't want to hunt, and some people don't like the Zuck.
Yo, always get zucked.
We're getting zucked. We are streaming to you on the Facebook Live app, and if you follow us on Facebook, you'll be alerted when we do cool stuff like that.
But
But
by suck.
this episode is brought to you by New Belgium Brewing.
Right here, right here.
Woo! That is a
We got
B
that.
Corp
We got
shit,
that
boys.
Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. It's not Juicy Haze, but it's Imperial.
This is a B Corp certified company, which means they treat their people real well, and they are employee owned. Hashtag live dangerously, because in a world full of ordinary IPAs,
Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo Ranger is living rangerously.
Oh God.
I don't even know what the copy
That-
was.
that
I just
works.
fucking made that up.
That works. I think Lauren will be okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
big
all of it.
thanks.
It's all of
Big
it.
thanks to our rep over at New Belgium.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah.
We gotta get her in.
I don't
soon.
know.
She's
I
been
don't know
asking.
why you give us these beers. It's great.
Because we're
Because
awesome.
we're awesome. That's exactly why she gives us the beers.
We gotta get her in
Thanks,
soon.
Lauren.
She's been asking.
We gotta get
I
her
know.
in
I
back.
kind of want to yell at Lauren just for the fun of it.
and holler. And then also, we're talking about the Prince of Parmesan. We're talking about the Emperor Elote, the Regent of Rigatoni, and the Lord of Linguini.
There you go. That's perfect.
How have I never done that one before?
Lord of Linguini, yeah.
Woo! We're talking about Keith the Boogie.
Hello. Thank you.
Huzzah.
We love you.
Huzzah! Welcome. We are firmly into the fall weather here in the Pacific Northwest. It is October in 2 days. If you're listening to this live, and it's October probably now if you're listening to this on one of our many podcasts. That's on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play,
Stitcher.
Smoke Signals,
Stitcher.
Cuneiform,
Morse code.
Morse Code, Gregorian Chant.
Crow. Crow.
Anyways,
Thank you. Now to the introductions. This is Loud and Brown at Loud and Brown on Instagram and Twitter. I am Gross Def on PS4. Pretty much never on Steam and Battle.net, but I will do better. I will try.
This guy made
And-
a whole new computer and doesn't even use it.
I will
he
get
doesn't
to
know
it.
how to use a computer. He doesn't even know Windows.
What's a window?
Fuck you.
Yeah, I've been playing Overwatch and Tekken. I didn't play either this
You guys see
entire
how
week.
fast
Yeah,
he said that
don't fucking
before
lie
we
to me.
just-
You didn't play shit over the
Yeah,
weekend.
you guys see how fast he threw that
he
out
was
there
playing
before we
butt-
just guessed what he played?
He was playing Bus Driver Simulator.
I was playing 15 passenger drivers. So Maniacs. Okay, I'm not gonna tag anything because that's a cross promotion. But I play music, and my band went on tour this week, so I drove a lot and played a lot of music. I watched some Overwatch, and I watched some.
Wasn't it the finals and somebody got the shit kicked out of them in the finals?
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
And I watched the Guilty Gear reveal trailer for May, which was cool. Sweet hoodie. And I watched gaming news, but I did not play games this week.
when he wasn't driving.
Yo, shout outs to Joseph Eubanks in the chat. Went and said hi.
Yo, what up, Joseph?
What up, Joseph? Good to see you, man. He's a buddy of mine from Seattle. I met in the FGC. He just recently became a full-fledged bartender, so congrats to him.
Yo, let me know what bar you're at.
Yeah, yo, hit us up with the bar you're at. We'll come
Yo,
by.
addicted to Fortnite. Bye, Joseph.
Yo, get out of here.
Good knowing you. Good.
Fine. You're gonna get
knowing
the
you.
10% tip.
Rip.
Make sure you hit me up with that bar, though. I'm going to come visit you. Unless you moved already, hit me up.
Anyways, so you were playing, or you were
I was
watching,
playing a whole lot of nothing.
You were watching a lot of gaming news.
I was watching some gaming news, and I looked at like the headlines of TwitchCon, but we'll get to that. I'm gonna move to my right to the illustrious, seasoned, and altogether PC master.
By default. I'm
default.
stranded on PC Island right now. I wish I could reach out and get back to the mainland of console gaming, but they just don't want me there. They don't want me there. But this is the save rinks ... refugee from overall gaming land, stranded on PC Isle. This week I haven't really been playing too much. I've been playing games, but I haven't really played that much, if that makes sense. I haven't played that many games.
Were you just playing Minecraft mindlessly?
No, I haven't played Minecraft.
Were
even
you
though,
playing
even though I'm
fucking,
thinking about picking it up.
Stellaris mindlessly?
Nope.
No,
I'm
not even
playing
Stellaris.
Stellaris.
Whoa!
Usually on there at least.
What are you
like, a
too
couple
busy
hours.
being a dad?
Yeah, and like all
That's
that
fair.
real life stuff. Boo.
Respectable.
Adulting. But when I have been playing, I've been playing my usual Dungeons and Dragons clicker game because I can't.
That's
get enough
just
of
the
that game.
habit.
Yeah,
That's like me with Sega Heroes.
Yeah.
Like it's not playing a game; it's doing a chore.
it's a habit. It's like smoking cigarettes. I just
Have
do
to
it.
do it.
I do it in between doing other things. And then I can't really say I've been playing WoW. I jumped on and played maybe twice in the last
You're
7
fucking
days.
playing WoW
I was
Classic.
just
Oh my
I was just
God.
now logged on and looking at my guild, and they're all
It's like finding out your best friend has herpes. That's how bad
They're
Raw
all like
Classic is.
I'm gonna ignore that. They're all like level 37 and 42, and I'm still 33. It's like I need to like hurry up before I get like left behind, and that's kind of why I joined.
You
the
are
guild.
left behind. You're not grinding fast enough because you got kids. You got a life now.
No, I'm still getting my grind on. That game is super basic, which is why I love it. It's super
Well,
basic.
it's easy to be basic when you fucking know half the game at
Well,
that point.
that's the thing, though. I never played Vanilla WoW.
What?
Yeah, I skipped it.
I played Vanilla WoW.
I didn't pick up WoW until like 2 months before Wrath of the Lich King came out.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I only got that
There's
because
people like you that exist?
yeah, and I only got that because it looked just like Scars of Velius, which is arguably the greatest expansion for any video game ever of all time. Arguably, it could be tossed in there. It's the second expansion for EverQuest, and it's fucking epic. Wrath of the Lich King copied it pretty much. It was also the second expansion for WoW.
Fancy that.
Yeah.
Blizzard can't be original.
So that's what drew me in, and I got to like level 1 to 70 in like 2 months, and then just
What
jumped
was
right
before
into
Latch of the Lich King?
Burning Crusade.
Oh, what was after that? Cataclysm.
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 That's right.
Well, no,
Yeah.
there was Miss Pandaria.
Yeah, it was the Pandas.
Cataclysm was the best
It was Pandas.
expansion. Was the last greatest expansion. Everything after that, I thought was ass.
Yeah, the whole.
So
fort
it
just
went Vanilla, Burning Crusade,
Wrath.
Wrath.
Yeah.
Cataclysm.
Missed the Pandaria.
No, the Miss Pandaria.
No, Cataclysm and then Miss Pandaria.
Can we get?
Uh-huh.
Hold on, let's get London on this.
Well, fucking nerds. I know we have a bunch of WoW nerds that like jerking off to it. So fucking tell
I
me what's
remember
up.
very well because Cataclysm was what I played, and then Miss came out, and I was like, man, fuck this.
Oh, well, if we could switch to London. We're gonna switch to your
London,
camera
what
real
is it?
quick. Let's switch to London's camera.
Oh, hold on. That we got it.
There we go.
Okay, so apparently,
Thank you, London.
we got
Let's
World of
Oh, what do
Warcraft,
you know?
Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, then Cataclysm
I
in
was
2010,
correct.
then Mists, which is when I know a lot of
That's when I
people
checked
dropped.
Suck my nuts,
that's an-
assholes.
No.
What
no.
are
You don't even
Warlords
play
of
fucking
Draenor,
WoW.
Legion, and Battle for Azeroth?
Yeah, BOA is
It,
like.
Cataclysm was the one where everything flipped, right? Like all the locations.
Yeah, they had
No,
to.
I was
They,
already
they
out by
literally
then.
had
They
to.
can't.
They
They jacked
literally.
up all the
Yeah, they had to
locations,
blow up everything so they can make flying mounts possible. Because in the OG one, they couldn't just throw flying mounts into it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
so-
it would have ruined everything.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, people would have been flying out of environment.
All right.
and breaking
Anyways,
all the things.
that's
Thank
WoW
you, London.
lore.
London.
London.
London, switch off. Stop looking at goop.
Stop fucking trying to be on Instagram famous.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways, so that was WoW, and I find it really interesting because I played fucking vanilla. I was there.
Yeah, I skipped it.
Same.
Yeah.
Because I was still bitter from EQ because they sniped half of the EQ development team and like half of like the prominent guild leaders. There was a couple of guild leaders that they brought on to help them design that game. So they went from like releasing like really funny, like hilarious like EQ content, and then they just like disappeared. And then like 6 months later, you saw they were working on WoW, and I was like, screw that game.
Business is business.
Yeah. So
Goodness.
I missed the whole thing. Plus, I was a Final Fantasy 11 boy. That's what I was
Oh
playing.
shit! You played a real RPG.
Yeah, that's what I was playing.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, well then just that's a good update though. But
And
kick
yeah,
it,
that's all I was doing.
kick it to that nerd.
Oh, is it to me now?
All the
This
way over
guy-
there.
Oh,
Man.
All the way over
it's
there.
The guy who
Save
came
Across the
rings.
way.
Savings. Can I get a proper intro for our boy over here?
That guy. Talk.
There you go. Wow. I mean, that's right because I
You
don't really
speak
show
words.
up half the time anymore. Yo, you got your boy Von Shady on the ones and twos on your left and rights. We got the soft boy, or the Lord of all soft boys, the Dark Prince of Delridge on deck right now for the weekend. I mean, the last time you saw me, I was not doing shit, but recently I've upgraded my internal wireless network, or not a wireless network, my internal internet network in general at my house. I recently got involved with a PS3 dev kit, which is fucking tight.
Nice.
And then I
This
bought-
guy put CVS 2 in his dev kit.
Yo, that shit is free.
We'll bring that up. We'll
we
bring that
finna
up
pull
more.
up at his place.
Yeah, yeah.
Start
Just let it be
running
known.
sets.
Just let it be known. He's living like the 2008 dream right now.
I'm living the most single man dream of my life. I have no one to dump my money into. It's great. And the last thing I've been playing, and I'm really close to beating, is Blasphemy for the PC, which is
We're gonna get London to do a link on that.
yeah. Let me know when London's ready. But I got Blasphemy on deck, and that shit is tight. It's a bunch of perverted Christian art in a 2D Dark Souls / Metroidvania kind of wrap up. But
No. Party foul up in this bitch.
Whoops, I dropped my beer. Anyways, sorry, Keith. Anyways,
We got London for that.
no, don't do that. Thank you.
London.
Oh. So, besides that really bad faux pas, I've been just trying to deal with video games and dealing with kind of how my life is right now in terms of getting my internet life ready because I have a gig fiber internet at my house.
Nice.
And I've been taking advantage of that heavily.
Porn MD.
London
Of
has
course.
recently queued up
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
Lots of hints.
Make sure there's no boobs on that because there's definitely boobs on.
It's
Blasphemy.
IGN. We'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Sure, why not?
All right. There's a lot of heavily like Catholicism, like Christian Gothic art in there, which also plays really well into the lore. It's very cryptic on kind of explaining the universe, much like Dark Souls, where it's just like a bunch of stories and lore that you have to put together, but it's based in a 2D art, like kind of graphics cell shading.
London, can you skip a little earlier? I mean, later.
Later? There you go.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's very,
yeah.
it's
Cool.
Very, it's very
Cool.
Dead Cells,
Yeah.
Metrovania.
It's definitely Dead Cells Metrovania. I really liked my time in it. The price-wise, I wouldn't say it's worth the price right now.
What is it going for?
About, I think, $25 or
Oh, I'll
$29.99.
take that. I'll take
That's
that.
not bad.
Yeah, but I already mowed through about 80% of the content already.
Yeah, and using a game like this, you can grab these for like 20 and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I would say if it was at $20, I would have definitely said it was a buy. But for $25 or $29.99,
Yeah,
$5.
yeah, but like, there's other quality stuff you could get for like half this.
yeah. But I would say definitely worth the money if
You
you,
know-
want something different.
In the talks of indie games, okay, we're gonna we switched
Like
off.
such as Dead Cells, you can get
Yeah,
that
but
for, like,
when, in the
17
talks
bucks
of
now.
indie games, there have been some secret killers that have been way more useful than $60 AAA games. I bought Lethal League.
Or subscription games for
Yeah.
that matter.
We'll
I
get to
bought
that
Lethal
later.
League on a whim just to have a party game at my house, and I use that all the time when people visit. It's incredible. That's all. Hey,
All right, well, that was a
who's in
weird
your right?
road abrupt, but to my right, and last but not least,
Oh, what's up, everybody? It's Goon P&W here in the house. Hit me up. All my social media tags is Goon P&W on basically anything. I haven't really been playing much. I play your usual Dragon Ball, but it hasn't been this much this weekend. I was busy watching CEO Otaku and supporting all my homies that went from Seattle to Florida to beat some anime ass. So it was really cool. I'm excited. I want to go next year. CEO Otaku looked lit as hell.
So just to interrupt this thought completely, there are anime games at CEO. Are there not?
There are, but they're the mainstream anime games. So CEO Otaku is all about dedicating to the anime players. So they'll have
To the poverty.
obscure ass anime games.
They'll do like
Poverty
They-
anime.
but they'll put them on the main stage. They put
Yeah.
they put Melty on stage
and
They
Rumblefish.
put Rumblefish.
Yo, you don't
No,
know
he
about
doesn't know
Rumblefish?
shit about that.
Oh my god!
Apparently, he's not in the
Yo,
know.
But they put Blaze Blue Central Fiction on there. They put Melty Blood. They put Dengeki, which is a poverty Japanese anime game.
Poverty Japanese?
Yeah, we call it a poverty game. That's what anime people call fighting games that has like a cult following. We call it poverty games.
Dengeki.
Yeah,
Oh, Dengeki. No, I heard about this. Wasn't Dengeki made by the King of Fighters old developers?
It's made by Soft Circle French Bread, so the same company that did Melty and the same company that did Unist is Dengeki. Yep, Dengeki
So-
Bunko Fighting Climax, which is a really long ass fucking name, but
And just so London can get her internship paid for, we're gonna show some footage on here right here.
But
It's
what-
all
London,
ready.
are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Are you sure? Okay, cool. Here we go.
But one of my buddies actually ended up getting first at Dengeki, so it was really cool watching him win, and it was really fucking tight. His name is Sutenshi, so shout out to my bro Sutenshi for killing it with Kurino from Sword Art Online, because this game is like a mix of like a bunch of like anime characters, so it's like a weeaboo's wet dream.
Ooh,
So
moist.
moist, but it's really cool. It's an underrated game, but you only can really play it in Japanese because they don't have an English translated version. So that was tight. It was really cool seeing that on the main stage. Like a bunch of people
Okay.
watched, and it was
Thank you,
hype.
London.
It was hype.
That's a lot of
But yeah.
deep shit in my eyes.
That's
That was-
really all
that
I've been
was
up
anime
to.
as fuck.
Yep, I told you it was weeaboo as hell. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I'm excited to talk to you guys about, speaking of fighting games, what we got
Yo,
going
are
on.
we gonna talk about our announcement that
talking about
we've
it?
pushed it out?
And just because we talked about it recently, London has queued up a Rumblefish clip just so Goon
What
can
is
see.
this?
This is Rumblefish. This is super.
Dude, isn't
indie
4x3?
Japanese game.
It's fucking old.
What is this for? It's like a PS2?
Dude, arcade.
Oh, it's an arcade game.
You
only?
know, if I'm talking about something, it's arcade.
No, we don't.
I don't
That's
even
a
know
fucking
what
lie.
I'm looking at though. It looks like they look like PS2 graphics.
It does look like a PS2 game, but most poverty anime fighters are a PS2 game.
Dude, look at that.
So it's
Fighter,
2.5 3D. You know, like those are 3D models. With
What is 2.5? Or do they go jumping back?
No, it means it's a
like
3D background.
it's like Killer Instinct Gold on the N64. Remember that?
Okay, I got you.
It's
I
3D
got you.
background, 3D sprites, but they're still side scrolling.
Okay, gotcha.
what's
Still
2.5D,
2D.
yeah.
Anyways,
So
so
like
that's
Super-
a poverty anime.
Those are that's what we call a poverty game for those who don't know. It's got
Okay. And onto those hot topics.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, poverty anime games will run on anything you throw at it.
This looks super floaty.
It's great. I have a work laptop, and I ran fucking what's that game called? Unist on my fucking laptop flawlessly. It was great.
Poverty games, bro.
Yo, free 99, no resources.
Okay, we're gonna do something very exciting. I don't know how long you Maniacs have been here. Episode 44 means they've been here almost a year. There is a podcast that which not be named that ran even longer than that.
Yeah.
But that just adds numbers to this. That what I'm saying is the Soundcasting Network put a lot of juice behind this, and something beautiful is happening. Who wants to make the announcement? I feel like I'm not allowed to make this announcement.
I think it's to my right, your left.
Yeah, I think we have
Oh.
to sit this to Goon Goon.
Am I talking about
This is mostly your baby.
Yeah, you're the one who kind of pushed everything.
Yep.
All right.
Lay it on us.
So we've actually been in the talks and planning this for I think since last year almost. It's almost been a year because I remember we were talking about it as like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was like coming around the corner, and we were thinking of doing that. But we changed our mind several times and then went back to the drawing board several times. But we finally got traction. So I am pleased to announce that saltTier, in cooperation with Trinity Nightclub as well as Craving Amazing, is doing what we call Bonus Round. Is our brand new event that we got going on here. It is an FGC event that will take place at Trinity Nightclub once a month. We're going to have themed games. So as in like we're just going to play one game for now. And it's going to be a different game every month. So we decided to kick off this opening with Under Night in Birth. So Eunice will
baby.
be our first game.
Poverty fighter anime.
Poverty
Let's go.
Fighters. That's got a huge cult following right now, and it's a really big scene in Seattle. So we want to show some love to the anime community and have Eunice be the first game that we're going to talk about. And we are really excited to continue this brand. We hope you guys like what we have to offer for Bonus Round, and we want to hear from you guys what the next game for each and every month is going to be. The theme's going to be different. Do you want Tekken on there? Do you want Street Fighter? Do you want Dragon Ball? Do you want Melty Blood or Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear?
Yeah. Are we allowed to say what the prize pool is yet?
Yes. So we have, and on top of that, we have a very generous prize pool, $300 prize pool to be exact. That means
For a brand new tournament, that's psycho.
For a brand new tournament, that means first place
Three
gets
bills off the bat.
Yep.
Let's go.
$175 to first place.
Wait,
75.
$175?
Yeah.
I thought you said 300.
300 in prize pool money.
Oh,
so
got it.
Between the top three. split
Okay,
amongst-
okay, there you go.
So 175 to first place, 75 to second, $50 for third. That is more than going to a regular monthly event, placing second or third, and maybe getting like 15 to $20.
Getting your buy bag, bitch.
Yeah, so you're gonna get way more bang for your buck out of this. It is October 12th, so next Sunday from the recording of this podcast. Our link, we will link it down below.
October
London's
12th
got
is
you
a
guys.
Saturday.
Yep,
Saturday.
That is a Saturday, need I mind you. So
That's a prime time, like,
is a prime
party
time.
hour, so you better show up.
5:30 to 9:30 is when it begins. Doors open at 4. We take registration all the way up until 5 p.m. where I'll cut them off so I can make the bracket. We hope you guys show up. It'll be a streamed event. We got some cool commentators in the house. The way we set this up is going to be a lot different than most FGC events you guys see around the area. We're going to have some live mic commentary to get some hype going, as well as have some broadcasters to commentate. So check us out. We plan to make this a little bit more than what the average monthly is going to be. We want to show off and show people that what we can do, and show our love to the community, where it doesn't matter what game you play. We're going to make it a theme out of it, and we're going to have as many people from any games come. You like Street Fighter, you like Tekken, whatever. So we look forward to it. We will let everyone know what the next theme for next month will be once Eunice ends. So
It's Tetris 99 next month.
Tetris 99.
Fucking get it ready, nerds. What I'm saying is, if you go to like local tournaments here and there, like sometimes they don't have a bar. When you lose, sometimes you want to cry in a corner and just drown all your sorrows. Let's go.
Yo, Lord of the Soft Boys.
I want to cry all day in the corner.
What you know about a $300 prize pool for Puyo Puyo Tetris?
Yo, I'm not gonna win it.
People will come. You dead ass don't think people will come? They will come.
I'm not gonna win
AV, but you should at least.
I'm trying to have a dive kick tournament next month.
You mean who's gonna flinch first?
Two
tournament?
buttons, just 2 buttons. Anybody could.
2 buttons left, right. That's all you got.
Maniacs, we'll talk more about this later, but we're gonna get off to our other topics because things happened this week. For crying out loud, and I'm gonna kick it over to. Oh, maybe I'm not gonna kick it over to Savings.
Yeah, what's
Savings?
up? What we got?
We.
Already
wait,
talked.
I have to talk
Let me
now?
just give it to him anyway.
Yeah,
what's up?
we're doing the Fallout.
Oh, this is just a gift. I was thinking about this earlier, like just a couple minutes ago. This is the gift that keeps on giving. Like, what is this, you guys? Is this September going into October?
Yeah,
We've been
we're October tomorrow.
Yeah. So we've been talking about Fallout 76 since about this time last year.
No one's been talking about Fallout 76. Don't fucking put words in my mouth.
we started talking about this game about this time last year. It was about to come out in maybe a couple of weeks.
I
last
remember
year.
there was beta talks about this
Yes.
and how
And I
All Might
remember
Sky.
and I remember being the negative Nancy over here talking about this is going to be a train wreck of epic proportions. But anyway, it's almost October.
There you go. Way to go, Nostradamus. Way
It's
to go.
almost-
You
it's-
got it.
But let's
You
skip
got
forward.
it.
Let's skip
Hey,
forward.
everyone, give him a round of applause.
Let's skip forward.
He got it. He fucking nailed it.
Let's skip
Give
forward.
me my lotto
I
numbers.
called my crap.
We're not
Anyway.
sarcastic at all.
Shark caller, crap caller. So basically, the Lewis little wrinkle, almost a full year later, is some of the helmets. It wasn't in the deluxe edition. It was like a different edition, a different thing that you could buy for it. It didn't come in like if you bought like the $200 super deluxe whatever.
Or it came with the helmet that didn't. Well, no, it was not the helmet. It was the like duffel bag that came with it, but it was poorly made.
Yeah. But this in particular we're talking about was a separate collectible that was related to Fallout 76, licensed and everything. About 20,000 of them got recalled because of the way that they were designed. Some of the helmets were a high risk for like a mold growing in it. So they were advising people not to, definitely not to wear the helmets and to send in the defective ones. So I don't know. Just like a full year later, just more Fallout 70. Really? Like it just keeps going. Like a year later. Anyway, so I just point that out because I thought that was kind of, it came out of nowhere. So I thought that was kind of hilarious.
Well, I mean, they had the duffel bag. I remember they did like drink lineups and like a specialized vodka or some shit.
Yeah, and then they were gonna mail out the duffel bags again in like 6 to 8 weeks. And that
after
was-
getting fucking yelled at by the crowd.
and they were supposed to.
Still
People were
terrible.
supposed to be started getting them in June, and nobody still got them. And they're saying they're on the way, and it's almost October. Anyway, so just a little update on Fallout 76 because we haven't talked shit about it here on the show in months.
Yo,
So-
that game can still do great. Don't fucking talk shit about it. It's
Okay.
still got a long way to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to move on.
It could be like fucking WoW. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, but what happened with the Discord store then?
Oh,
This I didn't
my
even know
man.
about.
Oh.
This I didn't even know about. I just found
Okay,
this out right
we're
now.
kicking this over to Von Shady.
Enlighten me, yo.
So like Discord recently, about 2-3 weeks ago. Before that, they were actually allowing you to buy games on their platform, and they had like decent deals in here and there. But because of traction and what Discord is, no one bought shit on Discord, so they shut that shit down.
Like out of nowhere. I didn't know this until you said something
Did
earlier
they not
today.
announce that they had a
I looked
store?
it up. The only news entry for
Fucking Goon over
it's-
here was like, "Why is this news?" I'm like, "Because they fucking failed miserably."
it's not even. It doesn't even come from them. Like the only two main things you can find about it is the Reddit post about it, and
But why didn't they announce it or anything
It's
like
just-
that?
it just
No, they
went
did
away.
announce it. It was a very small announcement
Yeah.
because they wanted to hide their shame.
Yeah, but if you Google it, there's like nothing about it going away. It was just gone. And the last thing I saw officially from them was how they were working on it and making it better for developers and carrying on.
Yeah, it's very interesting that, like, you know, as a game company, everyone wants their own, like, fucking store. Like, we have
Yeah.
Epic, we got Ubisoft, we have...
Even Rockstar made their own launcher.
Yeah,
But here's-
and you
but-
could have got
but in
San
all-
Andreas
but in all-
5 for free.
But in all fairness, though, Rockstar, they have had a launcher and a social club for a while now.
They have that social club for a
Yeah,
while.
ever since like GTA 4.
Hey, if you,
Something
by the
like
way,
that.
I'm helping them out. But if you download the Rockstar launcher right now, you can get Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a fucking perfect
Hit
game.
that up.
Yeah.
Get that free game. San Andreas was Vice City was like way better, but San Andreas is aight.
Vice City was great.
Vice
all the
City was
soundtrack.
fantastic, but yeah, to me those are like the best two right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that highlighted the Grand Theft Auto series. To be
Yeah.
honest.
I thought GTA 5 was way better I thought GTA 4 was way better than San Andreas in my opinion.
And no,
GTA 4 and 5 was better than
your
San Andreas.
opinion is invalid.
But Vice City is better than all three of those games.
but
Vice City is
so,
the best.
It's good.
The best soundtrack, the best story.
Ooh, I don't know.
That soundtrack
Wait,
was
Grand
dope.
Theft
It is
Grand Theft Auto
good.
5?
No, Vice City.
It
Vice
is
City,
good,
yeah.
but San
Well,
Andreas
it's
has
the
like
80s version.
has like the '90s rap and like the '90s vibe to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're partial to like that
I'm partial to the '80s
to
too.
that landscape.
I
Well, I mean, you're 80s baby.
I'm more partial to the '80s than
Me
the
and
'90s.
Goon aren't really 80s babies.
Yeah,
But like,
80s
But I
was-
still
like,
love Vice City.
80s was the
dog.
shit. Ask Derek. Derek will tell you about the '80s too.
I
Yeah,
can tell you
'cause
about
he's an old
most of
man.
the 80s.
Yeah.
I am an old man. Oh, that's another thing we missed, but I'll talk about that later.
What's up?
about him being old. Oh, his fucking birthday came out.
Oh,
True that.
Loudon Brown's
Yeah.
birthday was,
It was
just
act-
a few days
It was actually
ago.
on the podcast, wasn't it?
The day after the podcast.
The day after the podcast. Yep. So yeah,
He
happy
just
belated
turned
birthday.
21, so happy birthday, Loudon
Yeah,
Brown.
get him drunk.
Get him drunk.
I
He's
can drink
legal.
now.
He's new to this drinking thing.
He's
so
legal
take it
for like
easy.
the 17th time.
16th time.
16th.
Yeah.
I was close.
Jesus.
I was close.
Yeah, if you don't look it though, black don't crack. That's how we get down.
Yep.
So yeah, if you were crushed because now you can't buy games on Discord, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But they pulled the rug out from a bunch of people, and that's kind of fucked up. And didn't really, yeah.
I would have started buying shit from Discord if I knew that I fucking shill Discord. I love that company.
Yeah, but they were not giving discounts for anything.
I don't care. I'll suck their dick, dude. I love Discord.
No, just buy Discord Nitro. That's what they really want you to have.
Nitro is really good though. I do have Nitro.
That's good. That's good. People like Nitro is like a decent service, to be honest.
Yeah,
Right,
it's only like $5.
And then
$5 a month.
just that's as much as the other thing we're going to talk about here in a minute. And lastly, in our little quick.
Oh,
hit
is that what I
topics,
think it is though?
that
topic?
will be it's called an Untitled Goose Game.
It is literally the dopest game of
Dude,
2019.
that game has literally flooded my feed.
That game is godlike.
I didn't go to
bro.
the last PAX. I went to the previous one, and I was only there. I could have stayed there for like an entire day, but I was only there for maybe like 4 to 5 hours,
Yep.
and I just beelined it all
This
over the
year-
floor. And that was the one. That was one of the games that made me stop and look at it.
This year, my two favorite indie games has to be an Untitled Goose Game and My Friend Pedro. Those two
My friend
Pedro's
Pedro.
Those two indie games are killing it this year. It was so good.
More so than Dead Cells though.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm personally not into it as much, but I like it.
Yeah.
I just think like, man,
My Friend Pedro.
and
I like how
Untitled
psycho-
Goose Game.
Is it better than Steven's Sausage Roll?
What the fuck?
Steve,
is
he
that?
don't know about Steven's
don't know about
Sausage Roll. We
Steven's
talked
Sausage
about
Roll.
that in the
Yeah.
podcast that never will ever
Steven's
be
Sausage
mentioned.
Roll. This little indie game on Steam. It's probably sold like 10,000 copies. Like nobody knows it even exists.
Like Kotaku actually rated it super high.
It's
Or actually,
it's
not
one
Kotaku,
of
Famicom.
it's one of if not the highest rated game on
Or not
Steam.
Famicom,
The only
Famicom.
way I came
Name
across
again?
it, Steven's Sausage Roll.
It's a
The only thing you know how I found out about it is because Metacritic at the end of every year, at the end of every calendar year, usually like in February or March, they print out this thing and it's like the top rated games of the previous year and it's super detailed. They break it all down. It's really really interesting.
so is it like comparable to Famitsu's review?
It's even more detailed than that. It's
Really?
super
Because
detailed.
I remember Famitsu
Yeah.
was supposed to be like the
All right.
end all be
I'll put a
all.
link. I'll put a link.
Yeah, we got it when London hooks us up. Man, sometime London is on her game.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
London.
I'll send a
All right,
link to London to put up.
Are we good? All right, here
Yep.
we go.
But the only reason why I knew
Holy
about it was
shit.
because I looked it up for like 1 year, and it was the highest rated game of that year.
But what the fuck do you do in this game?
I don't know. This.
That's a nice response. I didn't
This.
expect you to say that.
You do this. This was the highest rated game of like 2016.
But what, dude?
yeah, the graphics look very interesting. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like
Yeah.
you think it's broken or like not
on
fully
all games
developed.
reviewed in the year 2000, like 15 or 16. This was the highest rated one.
This game is fucking hard
This,
as shit.
this game was more higher rated than like Uncharted or whatever came out that year.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
There
fucking
had
hard.
to have been some.
Thank you,
No,
London.
no, we need a no, London. Why? I want to watch Sasha's game.
There had to have been like some
Anyways,
people.
fuck
like,
you,
there
London.
had to have been some people like review bombing that shit, like with positive reviews.
I don't know,
feel
but
like
it
that's
was
the only way.
Kotaku and everybody else rated it high too.
That's so okay.
It is weird. I know.
But then again, like I don't listen to a goddamn thing Kotaku says because they're the most biased.
But
fucking
that's
video
not,
game
but it
news
wasn't just
network.
them. It was everybody that reviews games reviewed that game like through the roof. I don't know what it was. And like I said, I didn't even hear about it until I saw that big giant review and then Steven Sausage Roll. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I see Metroid and I see this and I see this. Like, what the fuck is Steven Sausage Roll?
It reminds me of that zombie game that's on like Xbox for like $1.50. It was called like This Is a Zombie Game. And it literally is just a really shitty pixelated game called This Is a Zombie Game. And the entire song is just about a guy singing how you bought a game about zombies.
Nice. And it probably got like 100,000 reviews.
That's a game of the year right there.
Yeah.
Let me fucking tell you. But anyway, you had something to say about Untitled Goose Game. We like went off.
Yeah. It's coming out to rave reviews. Mainstream outlets are picking it up, like the Wall Street Journal and Forbes and all these other people. But Forbes is actually really good when it comes to video game reporting as of the last year or so. But it's been picked up like I would say Newsweek, but they're not a thing. But like major publications like that. So it's one of those games that's kind of crossing the mainstream zeitgeist. You know, like people that don't usually play video games are talking about it. On the PC, it's kind of split, and it also kind of comes into something that we've been talking about, something we just were talking about with like the Discord store kind of going away. People are loving it on the PC, but they're hating that it's an Epic Game Store exclusive.
Oh, is it really?
Fuck.
Yes.
Man.
So everybody's like, I want to play it, but god damn it. So everybody's just
Why
like,
are they taking everything from me?
because they're throwing around that Fortnite. It's because Fortnite.
Fortnite made all their money.
That's the answer to everything.
They made the FU money.
Yeah.
Real tough.
Yeah, they got the fuck you money.
They had a fucking tournament and paid some asshole, what, 2-3 mil out for their top prize?
That was like a 14-year-old kid. Too shocking that a 14-year-old kid kicked
Wow.
everybody's ass at that game.
He's heavily on Ritalin.
Yeah. So
that's
Yeah.
life. So, like, what's going to come down to it in the next 2 to 3 years, game companies, AAA titles especially, will just release their own launchers and do what they have to do to make their own money on their own platform.
you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna release their own launchers. That's gonna be a thing for a while, and then some of them are gonna like band forces together and then like put their things that all their launchers work together, and then it'll just be a bunch of launchers all together, and then it'll be one launcher, and we'll be right back where we fucking started. That's
Yeah.
exactly where it's gonna happen.
That's true. Speaking of launcher, no, this is the worst segue ever. AV got a dev kit. AV got
What
a
the
dev
fuck
kit.
kind of a...
No,
Most people
I get
don't
it.
even know what that fucking
I get
means.
it. I get it. I work
So Maniacs are Dark Prince of Delridge and Lord with an E
Yep.
of the Soft
Wow, he
Boy.
fucking got it right for once. Wow.
You're gonna explain to
small
us
L.
what a dev kit is and what you just obtained.
Well, throw me another beer right now, even though I dropped half of it on the ground.
Me too.
A dev kit.
Me too, please, Barkeep.
So people who were in the...
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna hand you a Imperial IPA by Voodoo Ranger.
That's exactly what I want.
Live dangerously.
I crushed my
Please
other
live
one.
dangerously.
And
not
also,
sloppy.
what would you like?
May I have another juicy haze, please?
Let me just crack open a nice novel right now.
And I'll put that right there.
Thank you, Lauren.
And then thank
Yes.
you,
Lauren.
Lauren.
Hashtag live dangerously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the IPA lore that they give me, but just drink IPA stuff from New Belgium. It's great.
It is.
Hashtag live dangerously. So recently I have an ongoing quest, which is to modernize all my video game collections and modernize it to HD standards, which is you have to either buy converters or mod your consoles or find alternative ways to upgrade your consoles to output an HDMI signal. Most consoles can't do it between the 8 and 16-bit console era.
Are you guys hearing this? Are you guys hearing this? Von Shady's living his best gaming life.
I am.
All right, so like, don't settle.
I had a lot of hard
Don't settle.
relationships lives, and you know what? I'm gonna live my best gaming life.
It's like the Switch. Like, don't settle for some shit just because you
Hey,
can
man,
play it on the fucking toilet.
Women will leave you, but video games are forever.
forever,
Yes,
because
forever.
they can't leave.
It's like herpes.
I don't think it's
Video
herpes.
games ain't going nowhere.
Jesus.
Sometimes-
That's a really bad STD.
Sometimes they get
analogy.
itchy, but they're there forever.
Sometimes they'll cost you a lot of money, and then sometimes they'll bring you infinite happiness.
Sometimes they'll make you break out, but they're always there for you.
They're okay. But
the herpes.
anyways, what I'm gonna say is, recently I was on a discovery for my PS collection. I've always wanted a PS3. I never owned a PS3 until now. I watched
That's like me in Classic WoW. What's wrong with you, huh? Huh?
because I was a child who couldn't afford a PS3.
Hey, me too. I don't have one either.
You didn't want to
Hey.
flip that crab over for massive damage?
No.
You didn't think it was so sweet you're going to work 2 jobs to get it?
Well, no,
my
I
God.
sided with the Xbox 360 camp.
Me too.
So
Actually.
that's how it went. I've been doing a lot of research and found out recently that a PS3, this is old news, is you can still play PS1 and PS2 games based on the hardware architecture. But if you get a developmental, so basically these consoles were raised, or not raised, but like valued 10 times worth the amount that I got it for. They were meant for developing video games in video game studios. So
Fun fact: I got to play around with them a little bit because I worked at Warner Brothers at the time.
I mean, I did too. I had them at Zombie Studios and Airtight Studios.
Yeah, I worked on Fear 2.
A few dev kits also look kind of ugly.
Well,
A few of them.
this one
Is it white?
No. So there's two different variations of the dev kit, and it's a dev kit and a test kit.
Okay.
I got a test kit.
Okay.
So a dev kit actually looks like a workstation.
Is that the white one?
No, it's not colored.
Okay.
But
One of them's white though, I thought.
that's like a Japanese version.
Okay.
So the PS3 dev kit, like the actual the developer kit,
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
Warcraft.
The developer kit where that like they actually do coding on and like make the game into like a workable beta or an alpha. That looks like a regular like HP workstation. Like it just looks like a regular computer. The difference is it has the architecture in it of PS3, but it also has 2 hard drives in it and 2 Ethernet ports that are like independent. So
some of the dev kits are always interesting. I worked on a PSP game, Marvel vs. Capcom Puzzle Fighter.
oh really? Worked
Yeah.
on that.
And that was weird on the PSP because it was a very interesting dev kit. But anyway,
I think we had a PS3 dev kit before the PS3 came out. So it was a tower that was that spec.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a PS3. It looks like a computer.
I bring that back. We did get the fake shells, and they were connected to basically like a small tower, and they were melting graphics cards. And if you went by the PS3 dev kit area, everything was like 20, not 10, 20 degrees hotter. It was psycho.
that's back on GPUs.
The dev kit or the test kits?
The dev kits.
Yeah, the dev kits are like really weird because they don't give you the actual specs of what a PS3 consumer grade console will be. It's like they give you a lot of extra headroom so you can
And
like
projected.
do stuff and projected stuff.
I was with Vivendi Universal all the time, and I remember they were demoing an NVIDIA like prototype, and after day 1 of E3, it melted the tower. Like it melted and took out, I think, a storage unit. Like it took out.
That's back when they weren't taking like cooling on graphics cards too seriously. Like even graphics cards had like heat sinks on them instead of like fans and stuff. Yeah.
No, but they had fans. But that thing, it was a prototype GPU. So that thing, they didn't even know how hot it was gonna run, and they just ran with regular store bought stuff, and it burned out.
Yeah.
And we had to. I forget what they put in its place. I think they put like a little sandwich board for a new game coming out because they're like, we need to use the space for something because we just melted a tower.
Yeah, it's interesting about the dev kits. Like they didn't have really much of a cap out. It was just like, hey, we're gonna give you like double the amount of resources for a regular PS3. Just keep it within bounds. People would just run that shit in the ground. The test kit only had like half of that resource, so they would give you a quarter overhead of what a consumer grade PS3 would be. So I got one of those. They're called the PS3 Tool, is what it says on the actual box. If you look at our Instagram, what was it? Gossip Girl fucking put it up on there, and basically it has double the RAM storage and the 2 Ethernets, but it only has 1 hard drive bay.
Didn't they sell those? Wasn't it a kit or something?
I mean,
like
you
that?
can buy them if you like. To be a video game developer, it's not like anything borrowing. You just have to have the money to buy the kit.
Were those the white ones?
No,
I swear to God, man. Hold on, let me look.
Well, anyway,
it probably is like a Japanese model. But anyways,
Yeah.
I
It
got
was-
my hands on a PS3 toolkit or test kit, and
we're gonna play sweet games on it.
we're gonna play a lot of sweet games on it.
CVS2.
Mostly CVS2.
We're gonna play CVS2.
CVS2. And Maniacs, if you don't know what CVS2 is, first off, you clearly haven't been listening to us for all 44 episodes. But let me explain to you. CVS2 is an acronym for Capcom versus SNK 2, one of the most delightful, competitive team fighting games ever made.
Also kind of broken.
It's
Yeah.
broken, but it was one of the fighting
Very
games
fun.
that got me into actually being like, maybe I want to play fighting games. Because I played like Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct, Clay Fighters, Street Fighter, but they didn't have the
And
same
I was a big
gravitational
fan of
pull.
SNK versus Capcom on the Dreamcast.
well, like-
Even though that game was trash, I still just fucking loved it.
Yeah.
If you guys are familiar with the free software, like open source tool Mugen, Mugen, basically what it is, if people who don't know, is that it's a fight game engine that you can create your own fighting game basically out of. And the cool thing was is most of the people that made Mugen, like fighting games, use CVS2's engine.
And also, the graphics were like, at the time in 2001, those were the best 2D sprites ever made.
Very smooth graphics.
Well, sorry.
Besides MVC2,
No, better than MVC2.
I don't think better than
Yes,
MVC2.
because MVC2 recycled stuff. They were notorious for using Darkstalkers 2 like source sprites. And everybody's like, why does Morrigan look like those sprites were made in 97? And they were like, those are the Morrigan sprites from 97.
You mean when she was in Vampire Savior?
Yes. Those are the same.
Look at that.
Those
that
are the
deep
same.
knowledge.
Those are the same things. So when CVS2 and actually CVS2 wasn't the best 2D graphics because they came out the same year as Third Strike, and that made it look like 2D graphics were never gonna die. Third Strike is so beautiful.
Third Strike just kind of overrided CVS2 in terms of popularity.
It
Because
did. It
Third
did.
Strike was a more balanced game because CVS2 was like a broken nightmare.
It was a broken nightmare, but it was this like it was a fan game.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
to-
It was
all of-
straight for fun.
all of your legendary games you wanted to play, but it was a hardline successor to Street Fighter. And I know Street Fighter 3 Third Strike obviously was too, but if I remember correctly, the year that CVS2 came out, that was the final game at EVO.
What about Street Fighter EX?
No, we don't talk about that.
Ooh.
Shame.
Get that shit out of
Shame.
here, bro.
Shame. But let's move on because we didn't get to our juicy topic. Before we get to that juicy topic, by the way, sorry to interrupt. We are the SaltTier podcast. We are Soundcasting Network's very own video game podcast where your argument is
Subscription fee.
subscription.
You
fee.
damn right.
We'll get to that.
$5.99 a month.
We are
Let's go.
proudly brought to you by Voodoo Ranger. #live rangerously because in a world full of ordinary IPAs, Voodoo Ranger saves the day. Thank you, Lauren.
Live
Thanks, Lauren.
dangerously.
Follow us at _tierpod on Instagram and Twitter. We have Google Play. We have Spotify. I'm doing all these plugs now because we got a bigger plug. at the end.
iTunes, Stitcher.
iTunes, Stitcher. Thank you. All things that have podcasts, and
Apple
we're
Play.
great.
Or not Apple Play, Google
Listen
Play.
to us on your
No one gives a
commute.
fuck about iTunes.
Everybody wants to listen to Loudon Brown.
Tinder.
Everybody does.
Yeah, Tinder, plenty of fish.
So hey, what do you all think about go-karts?
Christian Mingle. I love it. I love it, especially with Super Mario.
Hey Keith, what do you think about go-karts?
Keith, do you like the Super Mario karts?
We got a hard meh from the Wazoo Coug.
Yep.
So who's taking this topic? This is a
Well,
piece of work.
I actually played it a little bit. It's here available on my phone if you guys want to sample it.
Talk to the maniacs about what you're talking about.
I will. I'm talking about Super Mario Kart World Tour. Is it Super Mario Kart World Tour? It doesn't matter. Mario Kart Tour. Basically, this is a iOS and Android game. It came out last Friday, and that would be Friday the 27th.
Oh, I thought it
Of
came out
September.
earlier.
Nope, it came out on Friday, I think.
Okay.
Thursday or Friday. I downloaded it. I played it a bit on Friday. Actually, as far as the looks and the gameplay, it's your standard Mario Kart fare, which is say that part of it's pretty good.
It looked weird when my friend was like playing it and controlling it because it's all touchscreen
Yes,
based.
Yeah, but-
that right there is where they lose you. But as far as like presentation and quality and stuff, it's a Mario Kart game. It fits right in there. But what were you gonna say, go?
Yeah, but why would I play Mario Kart World Tour over like Mario Kart 8 for the Switch?
I mean, this is true. This is true. But it's do you not have phones?
Oh,
Do you guys not have
Don't
phones?
fucking bring that
thanks, Mr.
Blizzard
Blizzard
bullshit.
guy.
Do you not have phones? I mean,
Thanks,
that's your
Blizzard
reason,
guy.
right? That's your whole reason. That's all you need to know. Do you
No,
not have
I
phones?
need to watch this.
So basically, what's going on is, oh shit, I'm being distracted.
No.
Fucking
So
talk about your Mario Kart.
London queued up all the special intros of CVS2 and why it's such a fan favorite. But
Yeah.
we're going to keep talking about Mario Kart. I will get Mario Kart stuff out here, too.
So basically, besides, and the way it's designed with the touch controls and everything, they designed it in such a way that people couldn't just go, oh, I'll just plug in a controller and hack a controller in and use that. Even if you plug in a controller, you still can control it that way. It's very much completely and totally set up to use the swipes and the stuff, so that's pretty whack. Also, what else is whack is you can play that game for a while, for a long while, and not have to spend any money on it. I can see that, and I have played it for a little bit. But at some point, you're going to be lassoed into... Oh, this is Mario Kart 8. This is actually...
Yeah, this isn't even Mario
This
Kart.
is a
Mobile,
World
you
Tour,
fucking
bro.
nerd.
But I'm bringing
Yeah.
shortcuts
Yeah.
because you know
This-
this
this-
is just more
This is actually
on
good.
brand to look at when we're talking about this.
Yeah.
So continue.
Yeah, this is actually good right here.
Continue.
So basically, it comes to a point where you're gonna have to spend some money anyway. Nintendo's like, hey, why don't we just simplify that for you? We'll charge you $4.99 a month subscription for this game.
Nah.
And hold on.
dude.
You didn't let me finish. With that, you get 200cc class unlocked. So an entire mode of the game is locked behind a paywall. Hey, you kids like Mario in your Mario games? You want to be Mario in this game? $4.99 a month. Hey, you guys want to not be so grindy? $4.99 a month. And what's funny is this is not quite such a great value proposition when you consider Apple Arcade with 50 games is $4.99 a month. When you consider there's a Google Play thing for games and there's 350 games on that for $4.99 a month. And the Nintendo Online service per month breaks down to $3 and something a month.
Do you have to pay the online Nintendo service to play online?
No.
Okay.
This is a totally separate thing. Think of this as like the Battle Pass from Fortnite. So you can unlock that like second tier of things to unlock as you're leveling up.
Sure.
The actual things that you want. And something every level. That's pretty much what this is. So people are kind of like, what? And there's also
This fucking game.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like what they're trying
So
do
just
for
to
it.
bring this up, London queued up the tips and tricks for the World Tour from YouTube creator.
The
The
7WG.
You see how floaty it looks? Like he's been playing this for a while, and you see how it is.
Like he found the shortcut immediately in that clip, and so like he's drifting left and right. Like it's just
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
But this still doesn't answer my question of like, why would you play this when you can just buy Mario Kart 8 at a flat price for your Switch?
Do you not have phones?
Oh,
Do you not have phones?
You could just pay $5.99 for X amount of months.
Do you guys
and
not
just
have
get me
phones?
one.
There's always that
No,
curveball. So
I
Maniacs, the
have
reason why we're
pagers.
talking about this is
Taking
yes,
on that-
there is
that
console
boost level.
and PC gaming, but then there are games like Pokemon Go that just threw the entire world upside down. Where they're like, hey,
Oh, and Candy Crush and all that
oh, you
shit.
mean when Pokemon, like, remember the first 3 months of Pokemon Go?
Jesus,
People were fucking addicted.
I will give them props. The squid
Pena.
the squid on here is actually effective because like in every other Mario Kart game, when you get squidded, you can still see what's going on.
Yeah.
This shit is like actually you're blinded.
It's
so,
all over the place.
So that's the first Mario Kart game with the squid's actually an effective item.
So what kind of tips and tricks is this? This person is terrible. They're running into barriers everywhere.
He's not a good tip and
That's
tricks
that's the
person.
game though.
That's why you gotta downvote that asshole.
Yeah, but that's the
Thumbs
game.
down.
That's the game.
Unsubscribe.
Even when you're at your best, that game it's not very precise and it's not very easy to control. So that's what's going on there.
Whack.
Yeah, it's whack.
But you know, Nintendo has been doing this weird
But that's
play to like.
Nintendo is a very weird company.
that's a really big paywall though with all the things you listed.
They're borderline Konami. They just kind of get away with it because they have
because
like
they're Nintendo.
yeah, 'cause
that's
they
what
have-
it comes
they
down
have
to.
good games.
I think
yeah.
London is trying to get on Andrew's good side because she's just throwing footage that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
Fuck yeah! Look at that fucking NW, like this WCW.
N64
baby.
right here. This is my roommate back
Is
in
that
like
Scott
art.
Steiner?
This is
No.
my roommate back in art school. He used to play this all the time.
Yo,
That's Hulk Hogan.
So
man.
speaking of
Hollywood.
which, do you guys remember WCW
Hollywood
for the
Hogan.
PS1?
No.
Like, oh my lord.
Right about here is where I checked out. This is like the last couple of wrestling games I played was like this.
Yeah, it was the system that everyone wants to refer to.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Is the No Mercy WWF No Mercy and I forgot I was like WCW versus NWO Revenge.
Game's
It's
so
based
good.
on the same engine.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. SmackDown vs. Raw was still one of my favorite wrestling games to play for like PS2.
Was that on PS2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was the evolution of what this engine ended up being, to be honest. But you know, we're looking for a good holy grail of pro wrestling video games. And
Yo,
I'm still waiting for
Thank
it.
you, London. You're
Yo.
definitely getting your paycheck
Honestly-
this week.
Yeah,
Honestly-
we'll give you the minimum wage.
Honestly, though, that game aged pretty well. It still looks pretty good, actually, considering it's an N64 game.
I mean, when you play it, it's fucking rough. I have a WWF No Mercy.
It was
and-
rough to play back then. Let's just be
Yeah,
honest.
because like the frame rate dips are fucking.
Did you have the
rough.
expansion pack though?
I do.
Okay.
It's in my N64 Pokemon Pikachu console.
Oh, you got that one with the microphone.
I do. That used to be my crown. Yeah, I
The
have
Hey
a
There-
Japanese version of
The
Baby
hey
Pikachu.
there Pikachu.
It's Japanese, baby.
Japanese. You got to talk to Pikachu in Japanese.
One day.
But I digress. And this is kind of crazy that this happened because for a while I was like, hey, we don't have enough content. And then I looked at our lovely timer that our super producer gave us, and this is where it goes. London queued up an event page for us because we need to.
London
plug this.
London is really fucking on top of it, you know?
London is.
She
I mean,
runs her
she's trying
fucking...
to get paid though.
She's trying to get paid internship. Like, you know, we tried to give money out here, but we ain't gonna fucking let freeloaders live off our podcast.
So
Is that
London,
how it's going?
with a Y, is just reminding all of us that this is next week Sunday. Like
Saturday.
So we'll plug it again next week Monday on episode 45, but try to get in there. Are we going to talk about the cap?
Yes, the cap is. We all decided that the cap will be at 32 entrants. So please pre-register ahead of time. Smash GG page is located on this event page that London has posted for us. But you can also go to smash.gg/bonus round and it'll pop up. But yeah, be sure to check us out. Register so we know who's all coming. You can still register at the door, by the way. Doors open at 4. I'll cut it off an hour in at 5 p.m. and then I'll run and make the bracket from there.
And this is a little important, and this has to do with the venue, and this has to do with how we're trying to do this and enrich the FGC community. I believe there's a venue fee.
There is a venue fee. It is $5.
It's only $5. That's
You don't have to
nothing.
compete. You just come in, you watch. The venue fee is $5 to register. For Eunice is $10. So if you're looking to come and play, you're just looking at $15. But it's $15 for potential to win 175, 75, or even $50. Come on.
You know what? And I'm feeling pretty liberal right now. If for some reason the first 5 spectators have a problem with their venue fee, this has nothing to do with Soundcasting Network or the SaltTier podcast. I will out of pocket just hand you $5. I'm just happy that you're coming to my event.
Nice.
Yeah.
But if you
Damn.
got the money,
You get a spiff.
yeah, if you got the money, come by, give $5 to the community, support it. But if it was so hard for you to make this event, Uncle Loud and Brown's got you. Only the first 5 people. I'm putting that out here on the
The
podcast.
first 5 people that ask him.
That ask me.
Yeah. He's not going to, hound down and just
I'm not
give
gonna
random
freaking
people.
throw it out, but
No,
you know, I have $25.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with that.
If
I'll match you. I'll match you 5 people.
If you can't
Let's go.
spend $5 to show up to an event, if you can spend $200 on a stick, you can spend $5 to show up to an event.
How about this?
That's true.
If you can beat,
So what a wise man once said.
If
That's what my pappy used to tell me.
we should get a setup for DBZ right at the front door. I'm like, if you could beat Goon at DBZ one-on-one, then you can get in for free.
That's not fair though. Goon's a ringer.
Yeah, like,
That's what I
they have
mean.
to really earn it to
He's
get
a ringer
in.
though. On
And then
DBZ.
in there, they can hang out and pay for drinks. That's not even, buy...
If you could beat Von Shady at Puyo Puyo Tetris, you can get in for free.
Or just Tetris.
Yeah, no, I
Just
don't play. I
Tetris,
don't play
straight
Puyo Puyo.
Tetris.
Like, just come challenge me because
Tetris
Tetris
99.
99 has a head-to-head mode now. If you can beat me, I'm down to pay your entry fee. I'll do that.
So
I'll do
Dave,
that. I'll show up on fucking October
we,
12th.
we should have challenges.
Trinity.
Like if you want to take the alternate challenge to get the entry fee.
we'll
Yeah.
figure it out. We'll
I'll
figure
sit
it
there.
out.
You
But-
got an hour to show up within the hour of the showing.
Exactly. But just to let everybody know, Maniacs, October 12th, Saturday. Get there at 4. It'll be at Trinity Nightclub. This is in Pioneer Square in Seattle, Washington.
Downtown Seattle, baby.
No. Pioneer Square, Seattle. And Pioneer Square is tight.
And it's pretty close to the rail, too, so you can literally just rail it to
Yeah.
Trinity.
There
Pioneer
is a
Square.
light rail stop for Pioneer Square.
It's the International District.
No, it's the Pioneer Square exit.
No, there is no Pioneer Square exit.
My buddy, with a car, you do not understand the city.
No,
Yeah,
I do.
there's a train.
I take the light rail every day.
Yeah, it stops down there.
It stops at Pioneer Square, and
Right-
I'm going to
right-
have you
right by
stop
Wajimaya.
talking because I don't want to make look bad
Right-
tomorrow.
No, let me talk more.
Right-
No.
It's
Let
right.
me bury my grave.
it's
It's
right-
in between
yeah.
International District and University.
Yeah, it's true.
And Pioneer
You're
Square
right.
drops
I
you
thought
off
about it.
on the hill that's overlooking, what is it, Salumi? Not Salumi. What's the Philadelphia cheesesteak place? Tats.
Tat Steiner.
Thank you. And thank you for the food knowledge from Keith
Yeah.
the Boogie.
Of course, the chef knew where the place was.
Once again, October 12th, 4 o'clock, see you there. Party with Saverings, Goon, Von Shady, Lana Brown. Just come up to me and tell me I'm trash at games.
Even All
Come
Might
on me
Skylar
and
is showing up.
Play your fucking
All
Tetris
my
game
Skylar's
against me.
going to show up. You can climb on his back and pretend that you're 7 feet tall.
For real.
We're just saying
All
that
my
it-
Skylar is a tall
tell
motherfucker.
him that we told you to do that too.
And while you're
If
there,
he was a girl, I would be hitting on him right now.
and while you're there, hit us up. Let us know what you want the next event to be. Do you want it to be Street Fighter? Do you want it to be Tekken? Do you want it to be Tetris? Do you want it? Just let us know, dude.
Ooh, a Tetris
we
tournament
will
sounds so
we will take
real
anything
good.
you say into consideration so long as it fits the metrics of what we can do with the environment we were given.
Yo, I'm going to bring my little janky SLR and just do on-the-spot photos. I think I'm going to have
Because
fun with
Goon's
this.
gonna be busy.
Yeah,
Goon
I gotta,
usually
you know,
takes
I gotta be busy
I can't
because
take photos.
I can't do commentary on this game because I've played it twice and I'm super bad at it and do not understand it.
It's
But I'm gonna play it more this weekend, and
it's one of the most fun spectator fighting games I've ever played. Like,
Okay.
but like I like watching it way more than playing it. To be honest with you.
All right, maniacs, you heard it here. Come here, take the money. This is also in partnership with Trinity Nightclub and what's Mikey's tag?
Mikey Likey or Craving Amazing.
Craving Amazing and Mikey
There you go.
Likey.
Oh,
Thank
shout out
you.
to my boy Kenny who joined the stream earlier. What's up? What's
Hey,
up, Kenny? What's up,
Kenny.
Ken, folks?
Big shout outs to Trevor Green.
Yo,
He's
big shout
one-
out to Kyle Haddonfield, new daddy, watching the stream right
New
now.
daddy.
Low lives are in the house.
Trevor Green, hope all is well down there in Battleground if you still live there. If not, hit me up after the show.
Okay, and then now, I guess we're doing closing statements.
Is that what that is?
My closing statement
That was
as
fast.
Ladderbrown at Ladderbrown Twitter and Instagram is to go to bonus round Trinity.
Yeah.
Have the most fun. I've said it
The
almost
most.
every episode that going to social events with gamers is really going to change your whole idea of like what it is to be an introvert, because I know it's tough, but coming out to events that are accepting and cool and people like-minded, you're going to have a blast. Maybe you'll make some money. Otherwise, you're going to hang out with your favorite podcast hosts and have a GD ball. I'm going to my left.
Oh, shit.
Oh, reverse.
Let's go. Anyway, guys, this is Goon. I'm not going to stray far away from what Loud and Brown is saying. Please come to bonus round. Check it out. You won't regret it. On top of, like, you know, with the stream going on, too, we're going to have people live commentating while the games are going on. So you get to hear us talk about the match, be belligerent, depending on who's on the mic. Most likely me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It'll be rad. Please come check us out. Support your local FGC. We really look forward to seeing all you guys there. It's gonna be a super fucking good time, and
That
I'm
was a
gonna
cuss.
make sure it happens. You can bleep that out if you need to.
No, don't do it.
But
Freedom
anyway,
of speech, baby, 101.
please come to bonus round next Saturday. We look forward to seeing you guys there. To my left, sir.
We are not freedom without consequence for freedom of speech. Anyways, I guess I'm showing up because I thought Portland Retro Gaming Expo was that weekend, but it's not. So
Is
I'm
the
gonna
weekend after?
It's the weekend after.
Hey, let's go.
So I'm showing up. So if you want to actually get in the tournament, I will pay you your tournament fee. You just gotta fucking beat me at Tetris 99.
Hey,
Let's go. I'll have my
let's
Switch
go.
on me.
That's double battles.
That's double battles because I don't give a fuck about fighting games right now. I want to play Tetris 99. So
You wanna
come
play
see
Fallout
me, and then you can go
76.
play
you know what?
Eunice.
You know what?
You
fuck
wanna
it.
play Fallout
Hey, you know what?
76.
I will also match Loud and Brown.
Oh,
So that's
so are you gonna pay for people who's gonna
that's-
ask you, or
what
are
is
they
that?
gonna earn it?
that they gotta earn it.
They gotta earn it. Where are they
gotta-
gonna earn it?
They gotta beat me in a match of Eunice.
Oh, wow,
Oh.
3 games, prelims.
If you beat me in a match, I'm not good
Coming at
like
4.
most of the people on my team or like in my scene.
I don't want to be left out, so if you can rock me in some fucking shoots and ladders.
This is $100 value around this
No,
table
no.
here.
So I'm
$100
just saying. I'm
well,
just
no,
saying.
75 first off.
Maniacs. This is not
Wait,
tournament
is it
entry
70?
fees.
No, it's $10.
No,
This is
It is
only
venue
specter.
only.
Oh,
It's spectator
so
venue fees only.
$50 each. So
Yeah.
for the entrance.
No, like I said.
No,
$5.
100.
So he said
25?
25,
25,
25, 25 is 100.
$100.
He's gonna show up. Let's
No,
get that real.
if you're entering the tournament, I ain't playing you. Shoot, I could get bodied. No, I ain't doing that. But I will see you there.
All right, so $5. If you want to just come and hang out, enjoy your time, we will find a way to get you in. Sometimes you have to earn it. Sometimes you can get in. But anyways,
Closing statements to goons left.
What is your
that's
closing
me.
statement, Shady?
I don't know why you fucking repeated that. All I'm saying is I'll see you guys there at the fucking tournament.
Yeah.
Tight. And
But
lastly,
anyways, to my left, all the other side of the table.
Across the table.
God, you're an asshole.
You got the say rings ... coming in after the asshole comment. I like that. It was like walking away from an explosion.
And now you got shit all over you.
Yeah, so hit us up at bonus round. Have fun there. Play some games. Loudon Brown's right. Gaming, it's cool. It's even cool with your friends on a sofa. It's cool with like in your dorm or whatever. But going to like a convention or it's fighting tournament or anything like that is a completely
It's
different.
just a hype environment.
It's a different beast. When I went to Evo, not participating and partying, it was fucking tight.
Yeah, like my first real experience going to like something really really big was the first time I ever went to PAX, and this was like 2000 and I don't know, like 7, 2008, something like that. And my first experience was waiting in a line to go to the Borderlands, one of the Borderlands panels, and just talking to everybody in line. And everybody in line, you're all there for the same reason. You all fucking love the same thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
So instantly, everybody was just cool with each other in line, and that was just like a great experience. And people were just like cracking jokes and little inside jokes with each other because, you know,
hee hee ha ha.
we all knew each other to a certain point. So it's definitely worth that experience. Even if you only do it once, it's worth checking out. Hopefully, you come down to bonus round and that's your first experience.
I mean, it'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking shove drinks in
You
your
don't even
mouth
have
if
to
you're
like
21.
Eunice. You just come watch fighting games. Fighting games are really easy to follow.
Yeah.
You don't even have to like video games.
Yeah.
Just show
just
up.
show up and let's drink and
Yeah.
party. And Maniacs, that is gonna be our conclusion for episode 44. Wow, we had a lot of fun.
Did we?
That was
It went
fast.
longer than I thought. No, it wasn't
I spilled
fast.
my damn beer. That's not
It wasn't
fun.
fast at all.
We
but
hope,
we had a lot of
fast.
cool stuff.
We hope bonus round is something that everyone's going to enjoy that we can keep doing.
We're
in
gonna
the future.
blow it up next week.
Yes.
But Maniacs, I want to thank once again New Belgium, hashtag Live Dangerously,
As always.
Thank you, Lauren.
hashtag Voodoo Ranger, our lovely sponsor. And I want to say a big shout out to our super producer, Keith the Boogie.
As always.
Get the boogie!
He definitely is helping us out on this
Please
podcast.
Follow-
and
Please
fucking
donate
tournament.
and follow us so we can get that eye surgery
Follow.
when his eyes get stuck rolling back in his head.
Yeah, follow, like, subscribe to our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of the things. And
We're
that's
on
iTunes,
Spotify, iTunes, and Apple.
Stitcher.
iTunes podcast and Google Play podcast, which
Mm-hmm.
I actually like a lot more.
and Maniacs.
iTunes is garbage.
It's also on the Soundcasting Network. So.
Maniacs.
Soundcast Network and SoundCloud.
Yes.
Maniacs!
No.
This has been a production of the Soundcasting Network. Thank you kindly.
See y'all next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
And that's the way the news goes.
That shit sucks.
Morty. Morty.
Ooh, I got a split.
That's
I'm
the
so
way the news